My sister stole the whole fortune, so I built one bigger from a single dollar. The lawyer's voice sounded muffled, like someone had shoved cotton into my ears. Ava inherits the estate, the investment accounts, and the lake house. Lila receives $1. My mother didn't look at me. My father stared at the carpet. Ava just smiled, not cruel, but pleased, like she'd won a match I didn't know I'd been competing in. My older brother, Daniel, visiting from Portland, laughed first, loud and sharp. Don't spend it all at once, Lila. The room erupted. Even the lawyer kind of smirked. I took the envelope with the lonely $1 bill and walked out. No meltdown, no trembling voice. I'd learned young that any crack in my armor became entertainment for them. When Ava was 7, she got a handcrafted Victorian dollhouse with working lights. I got a packet of marigold seeds in a plastic pot. At 12, she got her first MacBook. I got a library card taped inside a greeting card. At 16, she got a shiny red Lexus. I got a second-hand bike with a crooked wheel and a pat on the back. I was the echo of my aunt, the one who questioned Grandpa's business decisions and was erased so thoroughly she vanished from family pictures. 3 days after the will reading, my phone was silent. I had $847 in my bank account. Rent due in 8 days. Pride and bitterness don't cover bills. The turning point arrived at 2 a.m. inside a 24-hour diner where I was on my second waitressing shift after a full day answering phones at a call center. A businessman left his newspaper behind. The headline, "Millionaire built empire reselling sneakers from his garage." I caught my reflection in the window. Dark circles, greasy apron, 26 and already exhausted down to the bone. And something snapped free. Not anger, not revenge, a strange, cold clarity. I drove home, tore open my closet, and started dragging out everything I didn't need. By sunrise, I had 30 items listed on resale apps. The first sale, a thrifted jacket I bought for $15, sold for $60. It wasn't the money, it was the control. For the first time in my life, I set the terms. 6 months later, I was making $4 grand a month. I quit both jobs. My studio apartment turned into a warehouse. Shelves against every wall, cardboard towers touching the ceiling. I slept 4 hours a night, caffeinated and absolutely alive. Then Ava called. "Mom says you're doing some online thing? That's cute." Her voice was the same silk-wrapped condescension she'd perfected since childhood. "Listen, I'm hosting a fundraiser for the foundation. We'd love a donation. Family supporting family, right?" I hung up. She texted, "Wow, classy." 12 months in, I hired my first employee. At 18 months, I opened a storefront. At 2 years, I had 6 employees and monthly revenue brushing $80,000. That's when the local business magazine ran a cover story. Hometown girl turns $1 into a retail empire. My phone exploded. "Daniel, Lila, proud of you. We should talk about expansion. Lots of opportunities here in Seattle." My father, "Your mother and I have ideas to help with logistics." Ava, "Let's meet. I have concepts for brand partnerships." I replied to no one. Finally, Mom called, weeping. "Please, Lila, just one dinner. Let's fix this family." I should have known better. When I arrived, there was a lawyer sitting at the table. Ava slid a contract across it like she was dealing cards. "We want to formalize this as a family business. You'd retain 35% as founder. The rest would be divided among us as advisory board members." I read the first page. They'd already registered a competing company with a name deliberately similar to mine, close enough to siphon customers. "This is your backup plan?" I asked quietly. My father coughed. "We're trying to protect you from making big mistakes. You don't have experience at this scale." "You're right," I said, rising. "I don't have experience inheriting millions and blowing it all in 2 years." Ava froze. "What?" Daniel leaned in. "What is she talking about?" I smiled. "She didn't tell you? The lake house is in pre-foreclosure. The investment accounts are drained. That's why you need my business. You already burned through Grandpa's money." My mother's voice cracked. "How do you know that?" "I have a lawyer too. The legal war lasted 4 months. They tried to steal my trademark. I hit them with injunctions until they choked. They tried to poach suppliers. I'd already locked in exclusivity. They tried to turn extended family against me. I forwarded them the contract where my family tried to claim 65% of my company. Their backup business collapsed within weeks. By month 6, Ava's home was officially in foreclosure. I ran into her at a fancy coffee shop, the kind she once dragged me to when she wanted to teach me taste. She sat alone, crying over bank notices and debt statements.